Dungeon Daddy Cave here again with you today. Today I'd like to talk to you about Adobe Premiere Pro. I had a few issues when I did my recording for either my podcast or when I was doing OBS and trying to switch over to Adobe Premiere Pro to finalize and edit it. The issue that I came up with is when I had multiple angle modes, or views I should say, one would come in and be the right resolution, the other was outside of the resolution. This is a simple fix that I can do in the camera itself. But in this case, I had two cameras that had the exact same 4K for resolution. Yet when I did one, I gave it a two-shot view, as you'll see here with the podcast that I was doing, and it changed the resolution for its individual frames that I had when I switched back and forth between the left and the right. So now, once you get it in here, a lot of times they'll tell you to come up to sequence here. You'll go to sequence settings and you change the resolution, as you can see right here. It could be 3840 by 2160 or 1280 by 720 as you see here, or 960 and 540. It just depends on what settings you're doing. Sometimes it works. But what I found, well, after I've created my multicam sequence here, I've put everything together. If I make that change, it changes both. So, and then one of the other factors was trying to set it to fit, zoom in and out, and you try to click on it, double click. As you can see here, this is way too zoomed in, yet this shot is very good. Okay, so I need to fix this one. So this is what I figured out along my ways by making a few phone calls to Adobe and speaking with some representatives. They gave me this, the way to do this. Unfortunately, I spent 2.5 days researching this on YouTube, tried to troubleshoot, could not find this easy fix. So hopefully I will be able to help you real quick on how to do this. If you continue to have these problems and you're struggling with it, don't be like me. Don't try to throw the computer through the window. It's not going to work out. It's so easy. So as you already have everything in a multi-cam sequence, and you've got brought it over here, as you can see on your timeline. So make sure you click on it as I have right here, and you see that it's highlighted in the border here. I want to right click it. You want to go up to multicam right here. You see where it says enabled? Yes, right here. It's check mark. You want to click that off. All right. Now that that's selected, you want to double click it. Double left click. Ready? That's going to change those sequences out. All right. So we need to, and I've already identified when you do a multicam sequence, there's so many videos out there. If you all want me to do one, I will. But when you create a multicam sequence, make sure you name everything the way you want it. And in this case, the one camera that I need for all the shots is the record 0001, number 2, and number 3. So we have to do each and every one of them. So right here, as you can see, this one's been highlighted, the white border around it. I want to go up here to the top left where it says Effect Controls. Okay? You want to look down here under the Effects, Position, Scale. Come to Scale. See where it says 100 here? You can click on this and type in the number, or you can click and drag left and right. Okay, and as you drag, you can see what I'm doing. All right, so what I need to do, and 35 is a good number. We're going to stop right there. So now I need to come back down here to the number 2. Click on it. As you can see, coming back up here to scale, it changed back to 100. Go ahead and type 35 in there, 0.0. Just click off of it. And let's just say I didn't do them all. Let me show you what happens. We're going to go back over here to this. Right click. We want to go back to multicam because we want to enable it again. As we can see, we got the multicam. We're going to grab our timeline and we're going to run it. Here's second for each sequence, as you can tell. Let me move it over. You can see they're both in good. Let's go to the third sequence now. See, that's what I was talking about. You have to do each one of them. So what we're going to do again is right click, go up to multicam, just in case you missed it before. Take off, do not enable it. You want to take it off on the multicam. Double click. Here's that sequence I didn't have, number 3. Go back up here, I've already got it on effect controls. Select the 100. I typed 35. As you've seen, I dragged it the first time. I typed in 35.0 last time. This time I'm just doing 35, no decimal. It still does it. Just in case anyone has OCD like me and has to see that for themselves. I did all three. Now, that's completed. I can go back up here, select this section here, which brings it all back into one sequence, right? Right click it, go back to multi-camera. I'm sorry, it kind of took it off the thing there. So I'm re-enabling. So it's just click on enable there. I'm sorry it doesn't show it. All right. And then you should be good to go. As you can tell, both those are good. I can go into the middle here. I can switch between the different camera views. They're good. And I can go all the way to the beginning here. And as you can see, they're good. And that is how you can fix one of the most devastating things I've dealt with since I've been playing with Adobe Premiere Pro. And if there's anything else that you would like to learn with Adobe Premiere Pro, stay tuned. Also, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, we try to do a Dungeons and Dragons campaign almost every Friday within reason, and then we do post it on here. Also, I do have a podcast that you will see on my webpage as well. So if you're interested in anything, stay tuned, watch what we have, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.